In this video, we'll be learning about enthalpy of solution, some related exam style questions, how to calculate enthalpy of solution, and we will also understand that why dissolving of some salts like sodium chloride or magnesium chloride makes the solution colder or hotter. So let's start by understanding the definition of enthalpy of solution. It is the energy absorbed or released when 1 mole of an ionic solid dissolves in sufficient water to form a very dilute solution. Means that whenever a ionic compound, 1 mole of an ionic compound is dissolved in sufficient water, and whatever energy change takes place, that is the energy is absorbed or released, that is called enthalpy of solution. Now let's understand that with the help of an example. Suppose if we have taken magnesium chloride ionic solid. So this is denoted with the help of magnesium MgCl2 solid in the form of state. Dissolving this in water. So water is denoted here with the help of AQ. Now if this gives the solution, then that is denoted with the help of magnesium chloride aqueous, that is MgCl2 aqueous. Now enthalpy change of solution for this process, which is denoted by such a symbol, is the minus 55 kilojoules per mole. That is, you can see it's a negative value, and this clearly indicates that dissolving of magnesium chloride solid in water is an exothermic process because it's a negative value. The next definition is enthalpy change of hydration. Now enthalpy change of hydration is, it's an enthalpy change when 1 mole of any specified gaseous ion is dissolved in sufficient water to form a very dilute solution. Now let's also understand this with the help of an example. Here we are talking about gaseous ions. So let's take a gaseous ion, say magnesium ion. Now that's a gaseous ion, so G has to be written. When that dissolves in water, which is denoted by AQ here, should be written as Mg2 plus aqueous. So this ionic equation indicates the enthalpy change of hydration. Similarly, we can write an equation for a negative ion also, say chloride ion. Now that is also a gaseous ion which is dissolved in water to form a ion in aqueous form. Let's revise one more definition here. Lattice energy. Now what is lattice energy? We have already seen what is lattice energy in our earlier videos, but let's repeat it once again. It's an enthalpy change when 1 mole of an ionic compound is formed from its gaseous ions under standard conditions. Now again, if we take an example of the ionic compound magnesium chloride, then in its standard state it is solid. Now that is formed from its gaseous ions. So that shows that magnesium ion has to be taken in gas form and chloride ion also in the gas form, and to balance we are adding 2 here. Now let's understand the process of enthalpy of solution with the help of a diagram. Now suppose this is an ionic solid which dissolves in water, then it gets separated into such ions which are negative and positive ions, and these ions get surrounded by water molecules. So if we consider this negative ion, then this gets surrounded by water molecules, and this negative ion gets bonded to the partial positive hydrogen ion. So there is a bond formed between such oppositely charged ions here, which is shown with the help of such lines. Here we have shown only 2 water molecules around these negative ions, but it may get surrounded by other number of water molecules also. Now suppose if we consider this positive ion, then it may get surrounded by such water molecules also, and there will be a bond formation again with the oppositely charged oxygen ion this time. So here will be a bond formation this way. The oxygen is partial negatively charged in such a water molecule. So when we consider dissolution of an ionic solid like this, what happens is it may get separated into the ions, and these ions in turn get surrounded by water molecules this way and form the bond with an oppositely charged hydrogen or oxygen. Now let's understand this whole process with the help of an Hess law. Here is an Hess cycle to explain the whole process of enthalpy of solution, but before we understand this cycle, let's understand few more points. We need to know that the enthalpy change of hydration is always exothermic because there is a bond formed between the ions and water molecule, and because of that there is as it's a bond forming process, the process is always exothermic. The enthalpy change of hydration is more exothermic, that is the value is a bigger negative value if the ions have the same charge but smaller ionic radius. That is, if the ions is smaller in size, the value of the hydration will be a bigger negative value. If the enthalpy of hydration is having the ions of the same radii but with larger charge, then too the enthalpy of hydration will be more exothermic. That is, a bigger negative value will be found if the charge is greater. That is, suppose if we compare sodium ion or magnesium ion, the magnesium ion has a greater charge, so the enthalpy of hydration of magnesium ion will have a bigger negative value. Now let's consider the Hess cycle to understand the enthalpy of solution. The process of changing the ions in their gaseous state to an ionic compound is a process in which the energy change will be the lattice energy. The ions in the gaseous state when changes to ions in the aqueous state, that is the process where enthalpy of hydration takes place, and when an ionic compound changes to ions in the aqueous state, that's the process where enthalpy change is the enthalpy of solution. So from this Hess cycle we can clearly see that this is the process which is direct and this is the process which is indirect. So we can summarize it as enthalpy of hydration is equal to the sum of the enthalpy of lattice and enthalpy of solution, because the sum of a direct process is equal to the sum of indirect processes. So from this equation, enthalpy of solution should be equal to enthalpy of hydration minus enthalpy of lattice. Here we again need to note down one more thing, that a compound is more likely to be soluble in water if the enthalpy change of solution is exothermic, that is, it has a negative value or it has a smaller positive value. So we can understand that bigger the negative value, more soluble the compound will be. Now let's solve an example based on enthalpy of solution and solve a numerical. The first example says calculate the enthalpy of solution of NaCl. The enthalpy of hydration of NaCl is minus 783 kilojoules per mole and the lattice energy of NaCl is minus 787 kilojoules per mole. Now as we know that the formula to find the enthalpy of solution is enthalpy of hydration minus enthalpy of lattice. So let's substitute the values. Enthalpy of hydration of NaCl is minus 783, subtracting that from minus 787. So the value becomes minus 783 plus 787. This gives us a value of plus 4 kilojoules per mole. So the value plus 4 clearly shows us that the enthalpy of solution of NaCl is endothermic, as it's a positive value and it's a small positive value. So because of that we can see that it is soluble in water but makes the solution colder. We can also draw an energy level diagram for this process of enthalpy of solution of sodium chloride. So let's see how does it work out. Enthalpy of lattice of solid sodium chloride can be presented as shown, where solid sodium chloride is formed from its gaseous ions sodium ion and chloride ion, and enthalpy of hydration of these ions can be presented by the energy level diagram, which is going down. So enthalpy of solution turns out to be an endothermic process. Now let's have a look at the example number 2, part A. Draw an enthalpy cycle to calculate the enthalpy of hydration of magnesium ions when magnesium chloride dissolves in water. This enthalpy cycle can be presented as shown, where magnesium chloride in the solid state dissolves to form its aqueous solution, where magnesium ion and chloride ion are shown in the aqueous form. So this process is called enthalpy of solution, and the process in which the magnesium ion and chloride ion forms the magnesium chloride in its standard state is called enthalpy of lattice, and the process in which the magnesium ion and chloride ion in its gas form changes into aqueous forms is called enthalpy of hydration. Now enthalpy of hydration is the sum total of enthalpy of chloride ion and enthalpy of magnesium ion. So this is how the enthalpy of hydration of magnesium ions can be drawn. Part B of the same question, calculate the enthalpy of hydration of magnesium ions. And as we know, the formula for the enthalpy of hydration is enthalpy of lattice plus enthalpy of solution. The following values are given in this question as enthalpy of lattice of magnesium chloride, enthalpy of solution of magnesium chloride, and enthalpy of hydration of chloride ion. Now as we know that the enthalpy of hydration is the total of enthalpy of hydration of chloride ion and enthalpy of hydration of magnesium ion. But as we know that we have used 2 chloride ions, so we need to multiply the value of hydration of chloride ion by 2. So the equation to calculate the hydration of magnesium ion can be written as shown here. And after substituting all the values, we get the answer minus 1919. This negative value clearly shows that the hydration of magnesium ion is an exothermic process, which we have already learnt in this video earlier. So in this video we have learnt about what is enthalpy of solution, how to calculate the enthalpy of solution, and we have also learned that why some of the ionic compounds when dissolved in water is an endothermic process or it's an exothermic process, making the solution colder or hotter.